You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Beyond the Gates fans, I've got your weekly spoilers for August 18th through the 22nd. Anita is distraught and Chelsea is attacked just before her big purse launch party. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. We're going to talk about all this and more that's coming next week, but be sure to click subscribe. All right, let's dive right into it. Monday, August 18th is season 1, episode 114 of BTG, and Ashley needs Shanice to help Derek. And I just wonder if Ashley can't handle being there. She's freaking out. Now, she is supposed to be there for him. And, you know, it was one of those things since they have been dating for so long. They were the emergency contact. And this is just a lot because he may not be able to walk again. And obviously that's a lot for Ashley to deal with. And it's very stressful. When I saw that he was coming in, I was like, oh, he was hurt again in the line of duty. And it's like, no, he was out, you know, probably being careless because he is lonely and upset about the whole breakup thing. So I'm sure Ashley's going to blame herself. Plus, Monday has Leslie finding out things may have changed for her in a big way. Barbara, you know, I don't think had a lot of money. Her biological mother, she just found out about from Peaches, but it is looking like somebody interesting got Barbara pregnant, and there's more backstory here. The Duprees have just got, they can't go 5 minutes without a crisis. I'll just say that. And this is going to be everything Leslie has dreamed of. She's such a nightmare and she's about to get worse. Plus, on Monday, Doug offers Ted some advice. That is the last person that Ted should be taking advice from. Doug's wife sleeps around all over town. He's a gambling addict. He has quit his job and he's just kind of an idiot. Bless his heart. So I hope Ted just walks away from that and says, no thanks. Also, Doug drops some info to Jacob, and I think he might be diming out Joey because he was talking to Randy and they were trying to figure out how to take Joey down without implicating Vanessa, and that's why they're thinking the murder rap. But I think Doug might be lining himself up to be the next murder victim if he doesn't leave Joey alone. Tuesday, August 19th, Beyond the Gates is season 1, episode 115, and we've got Anita reminded of some of the pain in her past, and she also gets some info that affects what is ahead. And it looks like this is about some of the stuff going on with Leslie that's gonna come up on Wednesday. So we know Barbara killed herself, and we know she had this baby a couple of years before she did it, which is Leslie. And now it's looking like part of that pain from her past, part of this drama ties into Vernon, which is very interesting. Looks like he might have been stepping out on her. I do wonder if Anita knew a lot about that. Plus, Naomi delivers upsetting news. It's quite heartbreaking. And I wonder if this is something to do with June, because an intruder is in Smitty and Martin's house on Tuesday. And I just can't believe they let her come into their home instead of meeting at Orphe Jean's or some, random safe place instead of letting her into their house. Not to be terrible, but June has a history of drug abuse. She has a history of mental illness and homelessness, and these are their teenage kids, and that is their home. And it was a closed adoption, so bringing that woman over to the house seems dodgy. Naomi and Jacob, I think, overstepped anyway, but the guys probably shouldn't have let her come to their house. So Smitty tells Martin, I think we have a situation. Somebody's in the house, and I'd be surprised if it wasn't June. On Wednesday, August 20th, season 1, episode 116 of BTG, we've got Anita and Leslie facing off. Before that, Eva is asking her mom, what's the rush? Why is Anita the first person she need to see? And Leslie's all done up in it looks like an expensive nice dress, not her usual skankier style. And looks like Anita is going to slap Leslie and scream at Vernon to get that woman out of my house. So yeah, Vernon is neck deep in what is going on with this Barbara situation. Eva drops a bombshell on Tomas. It's a stunning revelation. I'm sure she's telling him about her mom and that she is the granddaughter of an articulate and that the Dupree's lives are about to blow up. And, Kat is going to hate all of this. Andre hears what happened to Derek and he rushes over to the hospital. He does like Derek. Derek doesn't like Andre so much right now. And Andre's stunned by how Ashley is talking to him when he shows up there. And Andre's insisting that he didn't lie to her, but Ashley drops the bomb that she saw him and Danny all over each other. And so now it's going to be clear to Andre why Ashley turned him down hard. Between what she saw and between Derek's accident, I just think Ashley's like, no, that's it. This is never, ever happening. Thursday, August 21st, season 1, episode 117 of Beyond the Gates. Vanessa has a new client and they are quite demanding. They have lofty demands is how the spoilers word it. And Vanessa tells Vernon, Anita, and Nicole that she has some news. You're not going to like it. I do wonder if the new client is Miss Leslie, because she wants to get herself a fancy new place because she feels like she's entitled to a piece of the pie. Nicole tells Kat a relationship update. I wonder if she's going to tell her she filed for divorce from her dad, and it might be something about Leslie as well. It's all going to come out. Danny hits Andre with some conditions. So are they back on? Maybe. Vernon needs help from Bill, but the lawyer has some terms and conditions before he's willing to help the Duprees dig out of another messy situation they found themselves in. On Friday, August 22nd, it is season 1, episode 118 of Beyond the Gates. So it's time for Kat and Chelsea's launch party. Their handbag line is called Chelsea Cat. The girls are squealing about their launch while they're at their studio, and then they are all set. They have a heart-to-heart about how excited they are, but then things go off the rails. Somebody is attacked. An assailant comes for a target, is what the spoiler says, but it is Chelsea. She gets chloroformed, and you can definitely see that it's not a large person, looks like a smaller person, like that smaller person who's been stalking her all the time. Plus, Anita and Vernon have awful news for Danny and Naomi, and this may be about the whole Leslie situation. Plus, Ted needs legal advice from Bill, and I wonder if he wants him to represent him in the divorce case.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.